Hi guys, my name is Ambitious-Gabe, and today we're celebrating the anniversary of this channel. Actually, no, it's not today, it's actually 27th of March. I lied to you, fuckers. No, but for real, the day that this is uploading is gonna be, the anniversary. So to celebrate, I asked you guys, to ask me questions, to do a Q&A. You ask me questions and I answer them. That's how Q&A works. So yeah, basically that's what we're gonna do today. I always wanted to do one of these, I just never knew when to do. I always thought that I should do it in a special occasion. And what special occasion? Then, well, the channel's birthday. Fun fact, I created this channel 2 days after my birthday. Ever since I was little, every single kid always like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I was one of them, duh. And well, what happened was, for some reason here where I live, you have to be 14 and over. And I don't know where else, but usually it's 13 and over, but here it's 14 and over. So I could have made this channel when I was, under the age, but I wanted to play by the rules. Pussy. So anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Although the background is looking a bit, dry. Oh yeah. Alright, first question we got here is from Caleb Station. Cool guy, check him out. Caleb Station says, hey annoying camera kid. I forgot it's my ad. We don't talk about him. Hey annoying camera kid, congrats on 1 year of your channel. I really love your videos. I do have a question. Do you plan on using a humidifier? Can't wait to see what comes next for your channel. Thanks a lot, Caleb. Well, I do plan to use a smoke machine, but as I said in my Christmas update video, me have no money, so that's gonna wait a while. Although I have seen a Tommy Old Iron's video on him using a humidifier, so maybe, we'll see. For now, digital effects will have to do. Thanks for the question, Caleb. Alright, the next question we got is from my good old buddy, old pal, Splendid Studios. Let's see what he has to say. Sweaty balls. Yeah, me too, buddy. Relatable. Okay, so he asked a genuine question. Horned bees nuts or versus Backman? I'm gonna just do both companies, both as a whole, Thomas and company as a whole. I prefer them both. I generally, personally, I can't choose. I like them both. They both have good and bad. Hornby has good, the big engines like Gordon, Henry, and James. They're all, but they also have Edward and the diesels. All the diesels, they're bad. The diesels suck. Hornby diesels suck. Same thing for Bachman. You got Edward, you have Rosie. The diesels in Bachman are good, but then you have Thomas, Percy, and James, who are literally based on Promard. So, I mean, if you're based on Promard, that kind of says something. If I had to choose, then it'd probably be Bachman. I don't know why, I just really like the moving eyes, personally. But yeah, they're both good and bad. They're both equally good in their own ways. Thanks for the question, Splendid. Same thing, go check them out. Although that should be said for everybody. Go check everybody out, okay? Next question is from Take and Play James Productions. What engine face would you have to eat? What? What engine face would you have to eat? Like throw it in the oven and cook it? I guess Gordon, maybe. 'Cause Gordon's like the biggest and fattest, but also James, Oliver, and Doug because of the cheeks. I guess. That's my answer. But still, bro, like, are you okay? Like, who hurt you? Okay, so the second question is, do you have any All Engines Go merch? I do actually, but we have to go to my room. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, but I mean, you asked for it, so. Okay, so here's my room. Yeah, it looks like I told you. So I have push along Thomas and Percy. These are the only push alongs I have. I actually have these like any Clarabelle that were perfect for the size, and I actually, if Percy would give it to me, I have this flatbed with a rock on it. It actually came from, and I have the box right here. This set, which for those who don't know, it's the Action Canyon ripoff. I'm not joking, this is literally Action Canyon without the waterfall. That's what you're getting. And with that set, also came this Thomas. Oh man, he's heavy. If you're asking why I only have the shell, well, I used the motor for that guy. Just Alright, Toaster. Oh wait, no. At Mr. Toaster and Clay asked, what is your favorite and least favorite Railway Series model? I mean, book, sorry. I don't know about favorite. Oh, well, I guess I have to go with... Don't hate me. Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm sorry. It's just, it's good. It's good. It has a nice arc. It's just one story. Ooh, no wonder it's like an oversold book. And... Least favorite... Thomas and His Friends. Obviously it's a Chris book, but yeah, Thomas and His Friends, because personally it doesn't feel like, you know, a finale to like all the 66 years, because it was in 2011, 66 years for that book. It didn't feel good. Yeah, it was just random stories, like I had them, like, I don't know, a story that like concludes everybody. I mean, I guess they were already concluded mostly, but not just random whack-ass stories. Like, I don't know, I wanted something like more finale-esque for, you know, the finale. But yeah, anyways, those are my books. At Adam's Family. Wait, what is this? I'm sorry. At Adam's Family dash. That's not dash. XE4VG. At Adam's Family asks, what is your favorite Thomas brand? Take and Play. Or diecast in general. But mostly Take and Play. Take Along is my favorite brand. Take Along and Take and Play. Okay, both of them. Erdal is a close second. Wooden Railway would be second, Erdal third, Trackmaster fourth. I'm personally not, you know, that into Trackmaster. It's good, but, you know, not my top three. Golden Bear? Nah, Golden Bear goes up in a second. Golden Bear goes 5, a solid 5. I love Golden Bear, okay, personally, I love Golden Bear. Anyways, yeah, thanks for the question, Adam's family. Now, some of you guys might be asking, why haven't you answered my questions? Oh, well, because simply some of you guys have the same question, so I'm just gonna group them all together. Okay, so both at the Teal Engine and at Technically Productions, and Technically James Productions, asked who's my favorite character. I don't have one definitive favorite character. I have four, and you're gonna hate me for one of them. One of them is Thomas. It's Thomas, the big man himself. Now you might be wondering, like, are you like a 5-year-old? Like, why is Thomas your favorite? Well, simply, one day I was thinking, you know, what if somebody asked me that? Who is my favorite character? And in my mind, I was thinking to myself, you know, I was in my mind delving into who these characters are, and I went to Thomas. Who is Thomas? Thomas is and the more I thought about it, I was more like, oh my god, I am Thomas. Cause I am literally a cheeky piece of shit who annoys others and doesn't respect bigger people, basically. And yeah, I do that all the time at school. Anytime I see like I used to. Anytime I saw one of the big kids, you know, playing football, soccer, I always like mess around with the ball and stuff. I am Thomas. I am him. I am him. Realistically, I feel like Thomas has more of a Ryan Gosling kind of thing, where like everybody can relate to him. Sounds weird, but I know I'm comparing Thomas the Tank Engine to Ryan Gosling, but hear me out. The other favorite characters are Percy, because he is Precious Baby Bean. James, because, come on, it's James. I mean, it's James. That slay, that queen slays. Okay, James and Henry, because oof, he's a hunk, like daddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should not be sleeping for a train. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just tired. What is wrong with me? What am I doing with my life? Anyways, thanks for the question. Now both the Teal Engine and Mr. Toaster and Clay ask, what's my proudest / nicest model I've made? Actually, about time somebody asked me that. Not much, but I do have some that I really am proud of. We're gonna have to go back to my room to show you. Okay, you wanted this, so let's go. God damn it. Okay. What the did I just step on? Got a rock stuck on my foot. Damn. Alright, so here it goes. Most, some my Lego models, like for example this guy. I like them or not. I'll make a video on him later. Like a later date. I'm promising soon. This Optimus Prime that I made because, you know, small. I like it. The tugs themselves, I never show them. I only show them like a thumbnail and that's it. But yeah, here's my finger. I mean, they're standing on Lego, so that gives you scale. I'm a god. I'm really proud of these. I really am. Let's see what's next. Speaking of small, here's a pencil topper that I made out of paper. It's for a math project that I did. Cool. This water tower, which I made purely out of scraps. Then we go even smaller with this set of Bob's construction yard. I was into Bob the Builder at the time. And yeah, I'm really proud of these. Also with the object diagram challenge and this set diorama thing that I made for an art project. And Henry's tunnel. Now, some of you guys, I'm pretty sure you won't know who this is, but there's a YouTube channel called Henry the RC Car. It's basically an RC car that just drives around the street and, you know, finds new stuff. It's not a character or anything. Well, I mean, it is, but it's not a show. It's just a YouTube channel, and I was a fan of it, so I made my own version of Henry. I made him out of like a cheap Chinese toy car. It was originally pulled back, but I broke it. The eyes are actually the same beads I use for the eyes of the engines. It's like a piece of plastic for the battery, and a Lego camera. I'll just paint it red. I printed his name and gave it a clear coat, and boom, Henry. And I really like him. And of course, my O-Gauge Thomas and Percy. These, like, they're not really that professional to use, but they're really fun. Like, they're just fun to use, you know? He's so big! He's so big! And one of my most proudest models are Tencent's. He's been here, like, from almost the start. Like, he's actually been here before Thomas. The Hornby Thomas I have. I think. His head can turn and swivel. Move his hat. Oh. And we can move his eyes. Give him a new face. Yeah, I really like him. He's made out of a Lego rowboat. Fun fact, our boat from Theodore Tugboat is made from a Lego rowboat. And speaking of Theodore Tugboat, we have the man himself. Now, Theodore is made out of a deodorant cap. And he's really good to use in water. He doesn't float, but he's really good to use in water because he bobs, just like the real Theodore. And yeah, these two are made of cardboard, foamy, and some plastic bits, like this stick right here. This is just a random hat that I found. He also has multiple face expressions. Now those are my proudest models, but these are my proudest models out of all of them. I made these when I was like 7, most of them, and I always kept in this spot. I love them. For example, here's Sean, and that's my finger. Like, god damn, I had talent. I still have talent, but you know. Oh right, also for Sunshine, he has face mask too. Well, if you can look closely, there's that one. These are really, you know, fragile because just clay. There we go. And again, that's my finger. This was the one that started it all. Amazing. I will always treasure these. Just gonna put them back here. I swear to God, if my cat like ever eats them, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, I almost forgot. This 2000 Thomas, it was broken, so I made it with a curved running board and a splasher. Splendid, I know you're making a Thomas, so, you know, use this as reference. Well, anyways. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a lot more shorter than expected, but, you know, I literally had to, you know, I had to beg for you guys to literally ask. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't have nothing else to say. So, with that, Ambitious-Gabe signs out. Goodbye. Next day, all the engines were lined up at the station waiting impatiently for Thomas. Gordon was leading in front with Henry and James behind him. Percy and Toby were on flatbeds and Edward was pulling them. The Fat Controller surveyed his watch. "One more minute," he said. "And if Thomas doesn't arrive, then we should have to leave without him." The engines waited, and waited, and waited. But there was no sign of Thomas. "Well then," he said mournfully, "let's carry on." The engines were sad to leave Thomas, but he knew that they had to go on without him. However, they were just leaving when they heard a whistle. It was Thomas. He was strolling along the line. "Stop! Stop! Don't leave yet! Don't leave yet!" he wailed. Sorry. Excuse me.
I'm saying that really sorry.
Hope you're not too late. It's only a minute past 8.
Finally, we're here. When Thomas arrived, the Fat Controller gave him a severe lecture, while the other engines snickered and delighted to Thomas's dilemma. Afterward, Thomas felt sad, but then he saw Gordon smiling at him. Thomas soon felt better afterward. Then, in no time at all, they started off. "Look out, big city! Here we come!" the engines chimed as a cavalcade puffed off. A few days later, all the engines were lined up in a giant carriage set. People from all over came to admire them. Everywhere they could see people taking notes and photographs, and children rode in their cabs every day. While the engines liked it at first, they soon grew bored and were glad when it was time to leave. When they came back, there was a huge celebration waiting for them. All the other engines did do a good job, they said. There is simply nothing that can compare to the Fat Controller's famous engine.